I was the knight in shining armor in your movie. Would put your lips on mine and love.
Hello, I'm Antonio Brister. In this video, I'll be showing you how to connect two lights to a single pole switch. This is a freehand drawing of my circuit. The red wire is for my switch wire, green for my ground, black for hot, and yellow for neutral. But first, I want to talk to you about safety, because it is extremely important you protect yourself when dealing with electricity and take precautions like wearing the proper protective equipment. For instance, your safety shoes. Rubber heel steel toe boots will insulate your feet and prevent current from using you as a ground while working on your electrical circuit. Wearing safety goggles or protective eyewear can protect your eyes from flying objects as well as arc flash. Your lock and tag to use lockout tagout. You always want to remember to lock out and tag out a circuit you are working on to keep yourself safe from harm. You also want to make sure that the tools we're using are insulated, like our linesman and our torque screwdriver with interchangeable bits. The other electrical parts you'll be using will be our single gang square ring, our single gang round ring, these two Achilles-like fixtures, this single pole 15 amp GE breaker, and our single pole light switch. Now before I even started working on my circuit, the first thing I did was took my meter and test to see if there was any voltage leaking across my panel or circuit. Here you can see I've connected the ground through all of my electrical boxes and into my circuit panel where all my connections need to be made to ground out my devices as well as my switch. Generally, you want to make sure all parts of your circuit are grounded out. That's the boxes as well as the devices connected to it. So next, I put in my neutral wire going to my light fixtures. We have the yellow arrows pointing to where my connections will be at my light fixtures, and the white wire where my pigtail jump is. Next, I have my red wire, which is my switch wire, going from my switch to my two light fixtures. The red arrows point to where my connections will be made, and a yellow arrow pointing to where my pigtail joint is. And as you can see, I have no white wire going to my switch. Next, I tied in my hot wire, which is my black wire. As you can see, I made a nice little joint in case I might want to add another device or electrical light onto my breaker. Here we put on our single gang rings to our boxes where our light switch and our fixtures will be. The round ones for the light fixtures and the square rectangular shape for the light switch. And here is where I connected my light switch. As you can see, I made a connection using the red and black wire, or white wires to connect. And then I connected my light fixtures, which would complete my circuit outside of the panel. Afterwards, I made all of my connections to my circuit breaker and my neutral plugs inside the panel, and I released my disconnect switch and energized my circuit. Now this meter is only reading the voltage in the panel and not the circuit itself, because my breaker is still in the off position as well as my switch. Here is where we energized our circuit with the breaker and the switch on. And as you can see, both lights are on using one single pole light switch. And that is how you connect a single pole light switch to control two lights.